This particular one, which is called Disco Dash Bolus, it sort of reminds me of a lights in a disco floor from the 70s, although I never went into discos and so on. I was a go-go dancer once. Standing now in front of the actual piece, those are the aluminum extrusions, and you see at this stage I already put in the basic lines of where the delineations of the purple are going to be, and I started putting in some of the green. I have a sign on all my walls. It says A equals P cubed, which means art equals perspiration cubed. Now the only thing left to do is for my actually doing it. So, on to work. I'm putting in the second coat of this magenta paint. That's it. 3 days of my life, everything is one color, one coat of all the colors. Now from here, keep going. Well, I guess it's 3 more times the same thing that I've done up to now, and just certain adjustments and so on that have to happen. But really the last piece, the first coat of all the colors is finished. Hallelujah. Last night at about 11:11, I finished the last of the 4 coats of paint on this last reflected light piece. You can see how the intensity has changed. When I number the sticks, I number them from the right hand side to the left, because they actually, you're looking at the back of the work, and this is going to be going against the canvas backing. So we have stick number 6, 37, 38. 38 per each one of those pieces. Ever since I met her in 1979, I have been putting the following on all of my reflected light pieces. Usually 2 or 3 times on each piece. It's the truth. I love Sarah. For the 10 years that I've been working on my Holocaust drawing project, I always kept wanting to go back to my color works. And now that I've finished the last of this new series of reflected light paintings in full intensity color, still somehow I can't escape my previous project. Just working here and looking right through the extrusions, you can see the camp, the concentration camp of Ravensbrück. I have to get back to the present and back to the joys of the color.
Now the last is the varnish. You have to protect it. It's a UV varnish and protects it. The varnish also changes the color slightly, making it a little bit deeper.
This is finished, varnished. Now the sides here, the colored sides have to be taped over, and then the front has to be painted white. I just have to tape all this stuff out. The amazing thing about this tape, if you leave it on for about an hour, it's fine. You leave it on for a little bit longer, it'll rip the paint off. Now taking to be sprayed. Now comes the true test. I gotta remove the masking tape and hopefully nothing falls apart. Here we go. done. I always sweat buckets at this stage because sometimes the tape actually can rip off a piece of the paint and I have to rework it. This time on this piece, everything went well. This is Jean Marcus Silva, my assistant for the past few months here. His former student actually graduated, but for some reason hanging around here and helping me out, which is really a beneficial thing. Thank God it happened. Anyway, we're putting together right now the little jig upon which we can place the backing for the painting and actually be able to screw the aluminum extrusions to the painting. So here we go. Let's find if we can do it. It's like putting in a tire, you know? Now it's ready for the extrusions. We did it. I'm going to be removing the extrusions from the jig. It's a rather simple process. All I have to do is poke the dowel out, wiggle it a little bit here, take it and move it to the actual backing and place it here in the meantime. Good thing Jean is here, makes the process 3 times as fast. Time to actually mount the pieces onto the background, and remember this is 38 pieces times 2. Those screws have to be put in, and I used to get blisters for it, so now I'm actually using this glove. So I'm the Michael Jackson of artists, you know. And time to get to work. Those are all stainless steel washers and screws, so they do not rust, and you start mounting it. First screws I use on the top because that's where I measured from, and that gives me a proper alignment to the back. All I have to do is tighten up on it, just gently tack it in. Now this is doing the bottom part of it. I have to put in the screws. Well, good thing that I have a chin to hold it down. The piece is finished. This is the light from the window just coming in just like so many years ago. And now you can see the reflected light piece. Baruch Hashem, the series is finished. What's left right now is to show you how the painting actually goes through a metamorphosis from the painted cartoon to the actually reflected light piece. The studio looks kind of empty. The jig behind me is empty. I am full. I'm full of happiness right now. It's finished. Growing up in Poland after World War II, and then right now finding myself at Soka University in California, it's an amazing change of time and place and so forth. Someone would use maybe the light to show the cracks in the universe, whatever else, the little dirty secrets, etc. I tried to use the light to show you how beautiful everything is. Nobody owes me anything. The world doesn't owe me anything. I'm teaching painting and drawing, which is what I love. I love painting and drawing. I have a place to work here. I have a place to be happy. And thank you very much for being here. You can just see the works and so on. So again, thank you.